is Julie, and I'm the girl with a brush. And we're back in my studio to make, create, and imagine a prompt for the Junk Journal January 2024 challenge. So if you're ready, go grab your brush. Okay, so today we are looking at day 4, tuck spot. And I'm not going to tear that out because I'll lose it somewhere on my table. And what I'm going to do for the tuck spot, I didn't invent this. Meg has done this. Lots of people have done this. But I am going to make a couple pockets. And I am actually going to use my scissors instead of tearing, which is, I'm not measuring or using a ruler. We don't have time for that. But I am going to put one pocket. I saw this and I thought, oh my gosh, that's brilliant. And I'm like, why didn't I think of that? One pocket. Well, let's see. How are we going to do this? I'm just going to go for it. One pocket there. And one pocket here. And we're not going to leave this all wonky. There we go. A double pocket. And then I have a little hole stamp that I'm going to grab. And we'll do this. We'll make a little notch. And this is like, I think it's called memory glue. Aleene's We Are Memory. The important thing that I find with vellum, I mean, you want a glue that dries clear. You'll notice I'm not grabbing the Match All Medium, which is my favorite. I'm grabbing this glue because it dries really fast. And that is what we want. And it will dry clear. I know you see those little dots. And put this on 3 sides. This down like this, and now I have this edge where I tore instead of cutting. I'm gonna make it pretty. So now I am gonna get the matte gel medium out because I can slather it. And I can push the lace into it. And just leave it. Oops, see? Don't touch it once you do it. If you're worried about it coming up like that, just go over the top of it. I'm telling you. I love this stuff. Please don't be horrified at how much I use. Okay, and so now we've got these 2 cute little pockets. That won't work. I'll get something else to punch. All right, and what I'm going to do now is, this is one size. This is a tag from something I bought, and I love this. And what I'm gonna do is, because today's prompt is tuck spot, I've made these 2 tuck spots. And I'm gonna put this right here. I'm gonna cut this. Here's a little trick if you want it to look like a tag. Cut one corner, flip it over, cut the other corner. Has a tag. The tag police aren't gonna come and measure. Doesn't matter. On this side, we got all this going on. And we just need to put something there. Okay. Grab my little hole punch. I don't remember what size this is. I got it on Amazon. I'll put it in the description. You can do this before, but why do it before when you can struggle and do it after, right? So I'm just putting this in the center and about halfway in, and I'm punching. And I'm going to do the same here in the center, about the center, about halfway in. And now you have these little spots here. I went back to my, actually I'm going to leave that and I'm going to make it neater. Just like a whole adventure. Went back to my get messy prompts. Just tearing them up. And I'm going to go over to this edge. I'm going to stick something here. I just don't know yet. Let's get one of these. Isn't it funny how even though they start to repeat, you still keep rolling and looking at them again because sometimes they look different. I like this one. I'm basically trying to cover that other text. I think I did it. And then I'm gonna do this. Okay. And I'm gonna put my Stabilo and brush it with some matte medium. Got that. And I've got the string that I actually bound the journal with. I'm gonna find the middle, push it through, pull it up, and we got a tag. So there's one. So I was making an altered book, and I had glued together a bunch of pages, and then I cut some things out, and then I decided to keep the scraps. So this is what happens to us, right? I'm going to punch a hole. You can use any hole punch that you have. I have this crocodile. You'll see a lot of people using it. It's great. Got it upside down. Be better if I... There we go. Got to find the place where the hole is. Sorry. Stick this in here. Make a hole. It's not even in the center. Nobody cares. I'm going to put some string. And if... Sometimes when I do these, I do a different ribbon on each of them. I'll do, the next one, I'll do a little journal card with a tab so that you can see that. But now I got this book page, and so that you didn't have to watch, I fussy cut some cookies These are my son's favorite cookies. So I bought this wrapping paper and wrapped Christmas gifts in it because, the opportunity to buy glitter wrapping paper and have glitter all over everybody and everything is always a good thing. Now with this one, I'm gonna go around it with the Stabilo when I find it. Put it in a really safe place. Okay, well, I'll find it and then I'll go around it. So that's that side. And on this side, I think what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to stamp with this little stamp. I love this stamp. I just love it. It has Lily of the Valley on it, which is my favorite flower. It's hard to say favorite flower, but it really is my favorite flower. It's, little. It's only up for May, like around Mother's Day. I love that. It comes up for Mother's Day. I'll put Stabilo around that. Can't find the Stabilo. I'll put this pit. So if you don't have a Stabilo and you have a Pit artist pen, I'll link these in the description. You can kind of use these the same way. As I said, these have India ink, so they have a little bit stronger pigment, but you can do the same thing with the matte gel medium and go around the edges of it. I'll do this really fast. I think that it makes a difference because you don't just have something like laying there on the page. It kind of, it hides the white edges of the paper, and see there, it dries really fast, so you gotta know that. But just put some matte gel, brush it in. The Stabilo is a little more forgiving. So if you're tentative, which I think you should not be tentative, this is just a journal. But if you are tentative and you are worried about something like being kind of permanent and this dark line on here is frightening for you, then I'm even gonna go between the cookies. I know this could be scary, but I'm gonna do it because it talked to me and it told me that I needed that. See, I don't know if they look like macarons, but they look like something. So, all right. So when this dries, I'm going to tuck that into that pocket. The last thing that I have, I've got a bunny. So this is one-sided. I love this little bunny. Okay, through the magic of video editing, I cut that out really fast. So here's my little bunny, and I'm gonna tuck him in the pocket. because he's just cute. And I may come back and I may write something on there. That's going to go in the pocket. The last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make like a journal card. And I don't really want it to be too much taller than this. So let's use this. I want it to be kind of square and a little bigger. And I'm just going to eyeball this. And now I'm going to take this tool. Again, I got this on Amazon. I can put the link down below. I love this thing. I know it's so easy to cut a corner, but once I got this, I was like, why did I wait? I don't understand. So here's a little journal card. What I'm going to do is I'm going to totally cheat. So I have this sticker right here that I cut something out of, and I am going to use this sticker right here, and I'm going to bend the sticker over like this. You can do this with a piece of paper, you can do it with a piece of ribbon, but now I have a little tab to pull that out with. And on the back side, I'm going to put one of my favorite things. My son. So I'm sure a lot of you have kids, and you know, as they get older, right, they start to see the world differently, right? So my son, it's so funny, I'm a child of the 80s. My son, you know, with his friends, or I don't know, when I wasn't monitoring his TV as closely as maybe I should have been, because he's a really good kid, he watched Pulp Fiction, and so he was homesick. His senior year of high school, I think. And I said, do you want to watch a movie? And he said, sure. And he picked Pulp Fiction. So we watched Pulp Fiction. And if any of you remember that scene, you know, in the diner where they're like, you know, robbing the diner and they're like holding people at gunpoint, but they're calling each other these like sweet little names, you know, like pumpkin and whatever. And my son and I, you know, we were laughing about it, and I called him Sugarberry Pumpkin Muffin, because I got up and I was getting drinks or snacks or something. And so our little joke, sometimes I'll just send him a text and I'll say, how's my Sugarberry Pumpkin Muffin? Because that's the little name that, oh, I better wait for that to dry. Don't use these in your matte gel medium. They will not work anymore. You gotta wait for that to dry. So he laughs because I call him Sugarberry Pumpkin Muffin. So if you haven't seen that scene, I'm sure you could like Google it or something. You could. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this stays on around the corners. I'm going to try to keep my thumbprint off the wet photo because I keep pulling the picture off. And I've got a line there that I don't like. But what you can do, if you get a line there that you don't like, I'll just color over it with some white. And I'll let it dry and then I'll do it again. You can hide your mistake. So there we go. So on the front here, you could put a tag on a tag, right? Let's do that. And I didn't put this part down because I think I'm going to put some blue ribbon or something in there. That'll be really pretty. So we've got this tag that's going to go in here, my tuck spot tag, this and this. These are all tuck spots. So I think that this wraps up day 4 in my journal. There it is. Thanks for joining me while we completed one of the prompts for the Junk Journal January 2024 challenge. We'll put that information down in the description so that you can grab the prompts and the ephemera. And I hope that you saw something that inspired you. And if you learned something or you were inspired by something, please like and subscribe this video. And now it's your turn, so go grab your brush.